From the Colorado State Capitol building, it's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Denver. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on 27-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. 70, Timber look.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Hold the ready.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Bison. 60
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 32
A
yards.
big-time play for the Broncos. 32 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. He connects with Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be 4th down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's across midfield on the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Behind. Right 80. Right inside. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open man, left side. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the ground, it's Brown. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Running is Sanders. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Third, they need 8.
11, MT, take. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Hold it ready. Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He finds Mims. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. It just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Ready?
3rd and 7.
Let's go. 60 bites.
Throwing now from the gun. That's to Dobbs again. And he will score! Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Here's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Here we go. Cut. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Cut.
Now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. Now brings up 4th down.
Ready, break. Back.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
from the 31. Here is 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. 19 Tigers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Shamar Stewart taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. 55 yards on the game.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Here we go.
Burrow working in the pistol. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Ready?
Higgins sent in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't welcome to stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's in. What a try. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Powell. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
At the 41-yard
Seven
line.
Pirates. Seven Pirates. Come on. Come on. 70 range. Cowboy 80.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. In trouble, and down he goes. Demetrius Knight working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
He'll drop to throw. This is taken in by Dobbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
46 yards.
A big-time play for the Broncos. Pickup of 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11.
Seventy Timberwolves. Ready.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Pioneer. Ready, Warrior 70. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Ronjell Moore. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the Broncos go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Bengals 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Right, 11 MC take. 11 MC take.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and inches.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Broncos, 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Now, Burrow. He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This secondary, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
On 2, ready? Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 1, ready?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
180. 11.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
Burrow now. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
3rd and 11.
Come on. Set. Time to be lying. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He connects with Mims. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Gun. 11 pump. Can. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. A short gain up to the 20. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
11 mighty. Here we go.
Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
One, ready? Here we go.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Makes the score. Broncos 27, Bengals 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now, Burrow. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here we go. 180. Got.
2nd down. Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Go street. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Start.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Here we go. Stop.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
12.
Now Brown. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Here we go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On fine, ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go. Biggs.
Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On second down, they run the counter. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Broncos 27, Bengals 17. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, check smash, check smash.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Come on.
Now they'll set up to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
The 35-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 by 6. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ready?
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Here we go. Shot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Get it. Cougar 19.
They'll stick with him again. And much more room to run on this one. Pick up of 8, and that'll bring up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Say, hey! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Now give on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
And they're on the 27-yard line.
One, ready?
Here we go, here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards.
First down throw for Burrow. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
Evan McPherson for the extra.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Look him up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Ready, right?
And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that was a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him